guys, welcome back. Finally got to it, the lighting or the LED kit for the Galaxy Explorer. Now, I've done one of these kits before, a very basic kit, and when I say basic, it was for the Saturn V rocket, and it consisted of literally just 5 little rocket LEDs, nothing on the scale of what I'm going to be putting onto this one. I'm going to say straight off the bat that there is several of these lighting kits on the market ranging from about £30 up to £100. I don't know what this one is because it was a gift, a birthday gift, and I didn't think it was appropriate to go and look at how much it costs. So I haven't, but I'm sure there'll be many of you out there that can recognise the kit and will know instantly how much it is, or a quick Google search. So apart from peering into this box when it first came, I have not opened any of this. It's been a completely sealed unit. Doesn't appear or doesn't feel like it's come with batteries or chargers or what have you, but it does say here to test all of the lights before you proceed. So I think that's what we'll do. So that clearly plugs in there, and we are going to need some batteries. So let's just work out how we get this open. There we go. So we need AAs. Yep, AAs. So we're going to need 3 of those. So in with the batteries, and back on with the case. And let's just plug them straight in. And we appear to have a full set of working lights, hopefully. So there we go, test complete. So I brought with me the original instructions just in case we are in need of them, which we could be. But first of all, we've got to take a few bits off down this this leading edge. Let's just have a quick look. Okay, so quite in depth. So let's start by removing this. and they have removed, by the look of it, this entire leading edge of the wing here for this first section. Okay, we're down to there, and then we've rotated this, and then we are doing the same on the other side. Probably going to take a few evenings to do this and do it justice. And on this they have removed this leading edge piece here. I think down to that piece there. Now we have these red pieces here first. So the first thing is going to be to unwire that and evidently stretch these cables out here. Yeah, this is already quite fiddly. So I've watched a couple of YouTube videos on this, and obviously need to be careful because what we don't want to do is, when we're clipping these things back together, is we don't want to snip or go through any of the wiring that we've come to. So we've got a bit of a junction there with four wires going into that one. I would imagine that these are the end pieces, and that we're going to follow the cable up and around. Okay, so we're actually going to start down here. So we're going to remove that piece there and replace it with this piece here. Which goes into there, just like that. Landing gear issue. We are then going to bring this up here, and as we bring it up, so 12, 13, we are going to replace the leading edge. So what we're going to do is run that just at the back there. Is it that one? It's really hard to tell on the wiring diagram there. So I'm actually just going to go off the box there. Okay, that wire is very snugly secured in there. And then we're going to bring it up here, same location, just run down the side there. Right up into the end there. And then, oh, we've popped out a little bit. Right, now in the diagram, the cable on here is going over the top. I don't like how that looks, so I'm just going to pop that under there and pop these on the end. And then what we will do is tidy those wires up, I think, at a later stage, because I'm not over keen on how that would look. So let's go with that iteration first, and let's see how that turns out. Okay, we just got these wires are just, you know, so fine. Alright, that we want to put them at the side of the bricks and probably not through the bricks, which I think will be better. And then we can give our first set of lights a quick little test. And I think we'll just keep on testing as we go through. So next is this one. You can probably hear the match there in the background, so apologies for that. And this is the final piece of this. So I think what we're going to have to do is we need to use up a bit of cable here, so we're just going to pass it around those bricks there. Okay, now we've got a bit of untidy cable work there, which I ain't overly happy with, but I will at the end of this build and tidy that up, because I'm not particularly happy with it like that. So that is what we will do shortly. Will be just tidy that up. So we have literally 2 marker lights there. And we literally have them lit there. So that is the first stage, which is pretty impressive, to be fair. We'll tidy those lights up there. I'm sure we can do something better with that. There. Okay, and then it's on to the next stage, which is 26. So we're now pulling that cable through there, and we're going for one of the rocket boosters here, which is here. So let's try to figure out a couple of pages hence what it is we need to do here. So we're just literally stripping some of this back here. So we're going to go and literally 26, run that through there and replace that in there, so we can't see the wire, so that the wire is coming out of the back there. We're then going to remove this first rocket booster and the aerial. We're then going to lift that, remove that, and just lift this. And we are going to lift all of that apparently. Oops. Well, that was quite funny. So I'll come all the way along to there, and even lifting this little stubborn one here, which is that there, and then we are lifting this entire assembly from there. Okay. Now this appears to be the assembly bit we're going to work on first. So we need to work out which ones we're going to be working with. And I believe it's, let's just plug it in because I think it's Yeah, it's those two there, I believe. Which are these two? This probably is not the best light to do this, especially with my eyesight. It's these cables are quite dark, and are actually quite hard to see. But we shall try and persevere on. And maybe if we do run into problems, we will have to get some of the big lighting out. Just to better see what it is we're looking at. So I'm trying to unravel this in a similar way to how it is being fitted in the book here. So these appear to be the ones that we want, and they appear to be fitting into the bottoms of these. So now the question would be, because on the picture this looks identical, but part of it is the back and part of it is the front, and it goes that way. So I'm going to hazard a guess that for the purpose of me doing this, that is going to sit in there like so. No, wrong way. That is going to sit in there like that. No, I was correct the first time. So that is going to go in there with the cable kind of coming off to the side there. There's an exit there. But if I put it there, it's going to come out there, and I'm not convinced I like that. So, shall we just find where we can exit closer, which would be there. And I think I would be much happier with that location. And then going to pop the cables out of the way and refit that. We're now going to do the same thing on this side. there. Just a word of caution here, guys, that this is extremely fiddly. Okay, so now in my infinite wisdom, I believe that this lighting thing needs to come out of there and go there. So what we've actually done there, which is a good tip, is I bought the cable on this particular light out of the wrong side of the globe. So ideally we need to spin that round like so and have it exiting there, because we need to position that there, and probably quickly going to do the same with this one here, so we're not stretching or damaging the cable. So we'll exit there at the front, and then this piece here that's got to attach here can do so. Let's just put the grey attachments back. I think in this light, the biggest issue for me is these lights in the kitchen here aren't fantastic, and it's really difficult in this light to see where it is these are actually going. So we've got that piece back together. So we're now going to position that back in place. There. We're then going to run this line down here and run it through the underneath of this. If you can see there, we've got to run this cable here down the side. Now this looks like an average price kit. I wouldn't say that this is the most expensive one on the market, but as I say, it was a present. I'm happy with it. I'm happy that, you know, we're doing an LED kit on the channel. This back together, and we're at this stage now. We're actually flying through this really quite quickly, a lot quicker than I thought, to be fair. I like on this, clearly they've thought about some of where the wires run. I mean, that's, you're not going to see much of that one there particularly, So we're then moving on to, I would say, this strand here. And God have I said how fiddly this is. To take apart. Okay, so we have those coming off there. And that's coming off there. So I'm going to say it's going to be one of these. Which now which one are we going for off the ring? That is going to be the question. So I believe that's the mains power. I'm going to go with this one. Oh, nothing on this one. And we need two of these bits with this. And so first job will be to take off that, which is that piece there, and remove the white insert there. We've got two of those. The next job would be to take this one, and I would say that it's the middle one here, and according to this there is some form of sticky back plastic or something here, and we've got to peel it off like so, and then stick that onto there like so, which we've done. We are then going to replace the cover, and that will be what this white cap is for. That will go on the underside of the rocket for support. Like so. So we have something along that line there. So now this here which I would imagine is this piece here. I would imagine, because most of that is going out that way. So they have got this coming down here and being wrapped around that, which then slots back into there. This then runs up the pole where the aerial is from. So let's try and put the aerial back in to hold it in place. Apologies for the really bad camera angle this is going to give, because it is so fiddly. That's then coming up over there. We're now completely going somewhere else, not the place I thought it was going, which is going to be back through here, so we can replace that piece. So that piece there, we're just going to pop in there out of the way, because that looks to be a little bit of a later stage. And then we're going to come around here and deal with these bits here, which appear to be, again, going around this solid rocket thing. It's probably just better to remove that for the time being while we finish this. Back down here, wrapped around. Wow, yeah. Seriously fiddly. And then it's running down, actually under there. So I think I will feed that through that bit there, and then I can bring it down there, and then I can just lift that piece off and just go directly under. I think that would be a better. Hasn't worked quite how I wanted it to, but it's definitely coming down the back there. We've got wire going to there. These coming down to the back here. Well, that should be running under there too. That's probably where I went wrong. So we should have those wires there, all running through that block there. Really try not to get the plate to cut through any of these because they are so fine. If any of you have ever done these kits and had any issue with them, let me know, because that is extremely fiddly. Okay, I think before I get into the underside, that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight, because I do think I need some better light. But we'll just have a look what we have so far. So we have some of the cockpit at the front illuminated there. We have one rocket illuminated there so far. We have our side lights flashing, and if you can see them, that in there is not how it's meant to be just yet, but I'm actually so far quite happy with this, because it looks quite good. So I really like those side lights. So on we go.